the solid waste levy imposed by the government. Pay the levy, it's a token fee to keep our country decent. $25 a month, you say give you stress, but that is nothing to clean up we mess. Be a good citizen of our Queen City, go water department and pay the levy. Salute all them men who clean up our garbage. Pay the levy, they sacrifice their time to clean up where we live. You say you're only paying water in water bill, but you might just end up like Jack and Jill. The first $25 go to the levy, and you don't realize you owe for the waters.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of SWEEP, the Solid Waste Environmental and Educational Program. This program is brought to you each week courtesy of the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority and Nevis Television. I am your presenter, Curtis Morton. It is official. There is now a phased ban on single-use plastics within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. This was officially passed into law recently in the National House of Assembly. We hear from Minister of Environment, Dr. Joyelle Clark.
Thank you to the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 8. I recognize the Honourable Senator, Dr. Clark.
Just over 18 months ago, the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party administration made a commitment to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and to the future of our beloved federation with the presentation of its mandate to transition St. Kitts and Nevis to a sustainable island state. Transitioning to a sustainable island state requires the input, collaboration, partnership, and policy adjustment of every ministry and sector. The circular economy, a system of reusing materials in several production cycles, is one of the critical areas of transition outlined in the Sustainable Island State Agenda. The Ministry of Environment, Climate Action, and Constituency Empowerment will join the interministerial efforts on the journey towards environmental sustainability with today's statement. Tuesday, 26 March 2024, marks a significant milestone for environmental protection for St. Kitts and Nevis. This action is a testament to our unwavering commitment to protect our natural environment and foster a sustainable future for our nation. Madam Speaker, the Cabinet has approved the three-phased ban on single-use plastic items across the Federation. While I need not delve into the pervasive challenge of plastic pollution, I am compelled, nonetheless, to remind every Kittitian and Nevisian that every small action collectively creates major movements in recycling, upcycling, and limiting the use of plastics. The small changes today will lead to incremental improvements in human and environmental health. Our students collected thousands of pounds of plastic bottles last year. Our landfill is bursting at the seams with plastics. What was once thought a viable solution to paper-based products has now become the gravest problems for our oceans. Each year, for 10 years, a single beach cleanup in St. Kitts would remove up to 3,000 pounds of plastics from our coast. Our diet, no matter how conscientious, has traces of cancer-related microplastics. St. Kitts and Nevis must now do its part to protect lives and livelihoods. The announcement of this first phase of the ban has been the result of extensive consultations with stakeholders, from the private sector to community groups, and backed by solid research and evidence of the detrimental impacts of plastic pollution. I thank the former Minister of Environment, Mr. Eric Evelyn, for taking us as far as he did while the Ministry of Environment was under his leadership. Allow me to present the critical facts as answers to some of the expected questions. Where is St. Kitts and Nevis in comparison to other Caribbean countries? To date, 12 Caribbean countries have banned using and importing single-use plastic items. These include Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, United States Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Aruba, Haiti, Barbados from the OECS, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada. Our federation is among the few remaining countries yet to do so and last in the OECS. But alas, we have done so. Will legislation support the policy decision? The ministry will present the NCEMA, National Conservation and Environmental Management Bill, very shortly. This bill will address the legislative needs for supporting the ban on single-use plastics. However, we are also anticipating the tabling of the Environmental Protection Restriction on Single-Use Plastics Bill, which, when introduced, would outline a comprehensive framework for banning specific plastic items. How is the Customs and Excise Department involved? The legislative framework includes a close partnership with Customs and Excise. Empowered under the Customs Act, the Customs Department will play a crucial role in restricting the importation of selected banned items, ensuring that our borders serve as the first line of defense against plastic pollution. What are the phases and what items are banned under each phase? The implementation of this ban is structured in 3 strategic phases, ensuring a smooth transition for our citizens and businesses towards more sustainable alternatives. Each phase includes a ban on importation on select items, followed by a 3-month window leading to a distribution ban. Phase 1. Ban on the importation of single-use plastic T-shirt shopping bags. As of December 31st, 2024, imports of T-shirt shopping bags will be banned in the Federation. This is followed by a prohibition on the sale and distribution of T-shirt plastic bags on March 31st, 2025. Phase 2. Ban on the importation of foam food containers and plastic straws, effective April 30th, 2025. The sale and distribution of plastic straws and foam containers will be prohibited starting July 31st, 2025. Phase 3. Banning the importation of plastic cups, plastic plates, and plastic utensils on August 31st, 2025. A ban on their sale and distribution effective November 30th, 2025. Who are our partners in this process? The Republic of China and Taiwan. Our commitment is further demonstrated through the implementation of the Solid Waste Management and Recycling Project executed with our bilateral partners and the Taiwan ICDF program, which has led on our national recycling program. This joint effort has already made strides in changing behaviors and attitudes towards recycling and waste management. I must extend thanks to all schools, teachers, students, parents, and the Ministry of Education under the leadership of the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley for raising consciousness and pushing our recycling mandate. The Government of Canada, through the work of our High Commission and thanks to the work of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs under the leadership of the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas, Canada has graciously extended its support for conducting the relevant analysis of the cost of transition for every citizen. This will help in determining, along with our customers, consumers, and stakeholders, the appropriate tax structures to incentivize and support transition. A team will be headed to Canada to optimize this partnership. Stakeholders, thanks to all supermarkets and vendors who have already introduced a no plastic policy. Thanks to those who joined our No Plastic Bag Monday drive. Thanks to all restaurants and hotels who have joined the Sustainable Tourism Mandate under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Marsha Henderson of No Plastics, already making the switch to biodegradable materials and carry containers. This level of volunteer change, even in the absence of mandatory legislative bans, is laudable. Will there be duty-free concessions for biodegradable items? The Minister of Finance, the Honorable Prime Minister, will lead and subsequently announce the approved duties for biodegradable items and plastic alternatives. We extend thanks in advance for concessions that bring ease and facilitate transition. What are the benefits of banning single-use plastic items? The benefits are measurable. However, St. Kitts and Nevis joins the global community in ending plastic pollution. April 22nd, 2024, Earth Day, also sees an unwavering global commitment to end plastic pollution for the sake of human and planetary health, demanding a 60% reduction in the production of all plastics by 2014. Madam Speaker, we do not act alone in banning single-use plastics. In closing, the Ministry of Environment et al. Cannot transition alone. Our success over the next year as we move through each phase requires the collective effort of every citizen, every business, and every visitor to our islands. We look forward and we will support a plastic-free music festival and a plastic-free carnival. We look to each ministry to collect and recycle and eliminate plastic bottles from your meetings and conferences. Simple collective steps towards a circular economy and a sustainable island state. We call upon you, every citizen, every Kittitian, and every Nevision, to employ and embrace alternatives to single-use plastics, to think consciously about the products you use and dispose of, and to support our local initiatives aimed at preserving our environment. Thank you.
That's our program for this evening. Do join us next week for another edition of Sweep. Have a good night.
Pay the levy, the solid waste levy imposed by the government. Pay the levy, it's a token fee to keep our country decent. $25 a month, you say give you stress, but that is nothing to clean up we mess. Be a good citizen of our Queen City, go water department and pay the levy. Salute all them men who clean up our garbage. Pay the levy, they sacrifice their time to clean up where we live. You say you're only paying water in water bill, but you might just end up like Jack and Jill. The first $25 go to the levy, and you don't realize you owe for the water.